Hello everyone, welcome back to Professor Layton in the Diabolical Box. Last time, we are on a train, and last time we started looking for Babette's, Tom? Is his name? Okay, here we go. Luke and Layton meet Babette, a wealthy woman hysterical over the disappearance of her boy, Tom. The two offer to help look for Tom, but the only clue they have is one of Tom's tiny shoes. Professor Layton and Luke search for additional clues on the train. And then we also, last time, I am going to remember now to read out the journal entry from before. Searching for Tom. Okay, it's going to be the same info, but that's how it goes sometimes. While walking through the train, Luke and I encountered a lady by the name of Babette. This woman, large in both stature and character, that's a very mean thing to say, was in a dreadful panic over her lost boy, Tom. It seems the tide got away from her while she was distracted, leaving only a single shoe behind. Where could a child that small have wandered off to? And, right, so we're just looking around so far. This is our room. It's not going to be in here. And this space still blocked. Oh man, my dog food. What's the matter, mister? Oh, hey. Okay, is this gonna be a puzzle? Okay, so I snuck into my uncle's room and borrowed his camera, right? Thing is, then I dropped it. I'm trying to find all the pieces for like an hour, but I've only found one. It's quite a predicament. Yeah, if word gets out about this wrecked camera, I'm gonna get major flack from the boss, man. Whoa, brain flash incoming. Take this, I'm gonna give you this busted hunk of junk. You do with it what you want. Just get rid of the thing, will ya? Okay, catch you on the flip side. Well, hey, come back here. Is this... yeah, it's another minigame. I don't remember this one at all. I remember the T very vividly. I remember the hamster. I don't really remember the camera. Oh, yeah, I remember the camera. It's a puzzle. The camera icon has been added to the trunk. Reassemble the broken parts of the camera there. To access this minigame, touch the trunk icon, then touch the camera icon. So, it's like... drag parts from the bin onto the touchscreen, onto the top of the touchscreen, into the camera to enlarge them. Once in this area, drag the selected part around to place it inside the camera's body. Control the orientation and position of parts within the camera by using the stylus. Touch the center of a part and drag to move it around. Rotate a part by tapping its edge and dragging your stylus around. To fix camera, gather all 10 parts and place them correctly so that no gaps remain. What happens when the camera is stored to working order? You'll just have to find out for yourself. It's essentially like an analogous to the painting minigame in the first one. Just now it's something else, so that's exciting. Once again, we can't do anything with that for the time being. This looks like no one's here right now. Let's check back later. I've already been through that. If you talk and show me. Sorry about that. Alright, let's talk. Wow, it's really empty in here. Talk around. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. What's this? Something's fallen behind those boxes, but it might be where we want to go. Oh, there's his hat. Looks like this kid got disintegrated. Seems to be a cap of some sort, but I don't think I can reach it from here. Maybe the cap belongs to Tom. We certainly shouldn't rule out the possibility. Oh hey, since we're on the subject of caps, have you ever heard this one, Professor? 14 red caps, 25 pick rats. A preschool teacher had everyone in their class close their eyes. While none of them were looking, she slipped caps into their heads and said, "Okay everyone, open your eyes and look at all the hats all your friends are wearing. Whoever sees 4 or more people wearing a red hat gets a red balloon, and whoever doesn't get a blue balloon. In a class of 10 children, only some of the kids got a red balloon. Knowing this, how many kids went home with a red balloon?" So I'm thinking how the idea here, if we have, okay, well I mean it's obvious, right? If 4 kids in the class have red hats, then Okay, sorry. If a red is 4, yeah, this will do. If red is 4, then not is gonna be 6. The kids wearing red hats aren't gonna get any, and there's gonna be kids not wearing red hats will get 6. If there's 3, of course, someone can see 4 red hats, so no one's gonna get any. If there's 5, no, I was right. If there's 5 kids wearing red hats, then everyone wearing a red hat will see at least 4 others, and everyone not will see at least 5, so everyone in that case. So it has to be exactly 4 red hats, and the other 6 kids get a red balloon. Right?
And now to test my theory.
Yeah, perfect.
And there we have it.
That's right. Since, only some of the children receive red balloons, you also need to know that some children didn't receive them. If 5 more children were wearing a red hat, every child in the class would get a red balloon. If 3 or fewer children were wearing red hats, no one could take home a red balloon. Therefore, 4 children must have had red hats, meaning 6 children received balloons. Just what I said. Perfect. Grass, I was sure I could stump you with that one. Better luck next time, Luke. For now, we better return searching for that lost little boy. Alright, yeah, better get back to that. Now that you mention it, how do you suppose Tom managed to worm his way into such a little space? I don't want to give away clues here, though. Good question. Got Tom's hat. Is that what we're doing here? Just going around the the train, gathering parts? I don't think any of this... Oh. The best pairing for great food is superb scenery. Oh, here's something. No doubt about it. The Military Express is the last word in luxury. My voice is going a little funny, so... Alright, hopefully that's better. Even the crystal is first rate. I'll say, look at this glass. Yes, it's etching. It's quite impressive. Oh, and speaking of glasses, have you heard this one, Luke? I guess this is just going to be today. 9 sack glasses, 10 picker hats, so it should be easy. The owner of a 4-star restaurant assigns a young waiter the task of stacking glasses in a decorative way. Eager to please, the young waiter immediately draws 5 separate diagrams and shows them to the owner. The owner takes one glance at the designs and with a look of irritation turns to the boy and cries, "This design is preposterous. What were you thinking? Which of the 5 designs is the owner talking about?" It's D, right? Because the glasses can't actually overlap in that sense, because in 3D they're going to be round and have edges that, yeah. They'll show a diagram that explains it better than I could. Exactly right. The restaurant owner clearly was talking about sketch D. If you look closely, you can see that the first and second row of glasses couldn't possibly be arranged in the manner depicted. The simple 2D sketch didn't take into account the rim of the glass. There you go. Nicely done, Luke. Now let's move away from the glass, shall we? It'd be all too easy to break it. I guess we just go into every area? I mean, I don't know what else we could do. Oh, okay, this is Babette. Let's look around her stuff. I bet this wine costs an arm and a leg. Oh, that flower vase looks like it costs a chunk of change. It's true, but lovely decorations really do wonders for a room. That's doubly true of flowers. Tell me, Luke, what do you think of flowers like these? Here we go. 16 crazy daisies, 15 pick rats. There could be no plot today whatsoever. Now for something on the flowery side. Of the 3 pictures labeled A, B, and C, one is actually the same as the picture on the far left. However, the image on the far left has had its contents flipped left to right, and colors inverted and changed to black and white. Of A, B, and C, which picture is the same as the black and white picture on the far left? So this is like a spot of difference here. It clearly can't be C, because, like, the center part doesn't match up any of that, so that's clearly out of the picture. What is different between A and B? Like, if we go through every detail, there's this dot here and not there. And that dot corresponds to here, which isn't there. So it's gotta be A, right? I think that's the only difference. Yep, there we go. Perfect.
That was almost too easy.
That's right. The image A is the same picture as the black and white image on the far left. As shown above, pictures B and C have slight variations from the image in question, just showing what I showed. Nice job. Not all puzzles will be such a breeze, but let's keep moving for now. Gosh, this dress is big enough to be a bedspread. She's right there, Luke. You can't just say that while she's, like, in view. But that doesn't seem like the type to travel light. What is that on the floor? And take a look at this one, Professor. It's food scraps, if I'm not mistaken. Suppose Tom wandered into the kitchen to grab something to eat. I mean, he was there in a moment. Well, it is possible, though if that's the case, the child certainly is lacking in the manners department. Okay. I guess I don't want to put a hint coin in her purse and make it look like you're robbing from her. Stealing from her. Okay, making snoring sounds. How can she sleep at a time like this? I imagine she tired herself out, fretting over her child's disappearance. Come, Luke. The sooner we find the lad, the sooner we can put the poor lady at ease. Alright, well, so this was nothing, I guess, other than the puzzle and a couple hint coins. Oh, there's Flora with a very suspicious dog. Wonder what's the deal with that. Oh. Is everything alright, miss? How do you... okay, you know what? We won't question that. I'm just fine, thank you. Excuse me. Say, does that lady seem kind of familiar to you? Yes, now that you mention about it, something about her did seem rather familiar. Alright, you got anything fun to say? Welcome aboard, sir. Is my interesting or refreshing beverage or scrumptious snack? Sorry, miss, but right now we are busy searching for a small child. Have you seen a young boy wandering by himself around here? A little boy, huh? Nope, sorry, mister. That doesn't ring any bells. Ooh, what happened? Did he get lost in the train? Yes, unfortunately, we haven't been able to track down the missing tots. Yeah, I probably shouldn't spread rumors, but hey, I got nothing else to do. Did you know that there's a weird old lady staying in this car? What if she kidnapped the little one and has him stowed away in her room? I know it's probably not true, but what if? She's just so bizarre, I can't help thinking that. But I could get in trouble for spreading rumors about patrons, so just forget I said anything, okay? Stranger old lady, huh? I wonder if we've seen her around. Your guess is as good as mine, Luke. It certainly does make one wonder. Hello there, sunny boys. Look at all knock-kneed and goosebumpy from a terrifyingly hard puzzle. Well, have no fear. The beautiful and clairvoyant Granny Riddleton stands before you, ready to help. I should have known. Who else could this tiny house belong to? Hey, wait a second. What are you doing here anyway? So you heard me, eh, shorty? Good now I'm still ahead with the young'uns. That was a bad laugh, but my voice is not very flexible, as you can tell. What do you mean? Of course I've heard of you. We've met before, remember? Nope. I suspect you got the wrong granny, boy. I've never seen you before. But you're here now, that means you want to hear my spiel, right? Not really. I don't need to be so modest. Allow me to thank you for visiting me by bestowing a little tidbit of information on you. My specialty, you see, is puzzles. Puzzles people forget about, puzzles people miss. Surely you boys have had a few of those, eh? No need to red, happens to the best of puzzlers. But I do, you see, is I take those poor, lost little puzzles and invite them to come stay with me. I imagine any puzzles you left behind have found their way to my hut as well, if you want to say hello. If my hut is empty, then you clever lads will just have to go out there and find some more puzzles. I want you to take a peek inside the hut to see what's there. I know we lost that one, right? 24 strip of paper. What's it at? 10, okay. Oh, big loss there. After trying to fold a strip of paper in half, notice one side of the folded strip is 1 inch longer than the other. Determined to get it right again, you fold the strip again, only to discover that now the other end of the strip is 1 inch longer than the other. Now that you've made those 2 folds along your strip, figure out what the distance is between 2 folds when expressed in tenths of an inch. So, like, we could do this as variables, but if we just have, like, 3, 4, for example, and, like, 4, 3, the difference here is 1, right? And this holds true for, like, arbitrarily n and n plus 1, and vice versa. Why the one tripping point here? What do they mean tenths of an inch? Like, do I need to put in 1.0? You can't, I don't think you can do decimal points. I'm gonna write 10, because I think it's 10 tenths of an inch?
Consider this puzzle solved.
That's weird, I don't like that one bit.
A true gentleman leaves no puzzle unsolved.
Who am I to complain, right? That's right, the distance between the folds is 1 inch or 10 tenths of an inch. If you're having trouble visualizing this, picture the matchbox below has 1 inch of height. Imagine that the areas where the one side of the top of the box connects to the top and bottom are the folds in the strip, and you can see how the excess length in both folds can be represented by the other side. That's a really weird way of explaining it, but sure. And that's it. Alrighty. Alright, well, you've served your purpose. Oh, okay, well this is the end of the line. We'll talk to this guy and then we'll call it a day, I guess. Oh, passenger. Sorry, sir, I didn't mean to get in the way of you using the deck. You're not a passenger too? No, I'm just a mechanic on the train. I ride along with her in case something goes funny. As you might figure, she's as smooth as butter. Makes my job pretty easy. In fact, I got so much free time that I started making up puzzles. Want to take one for a test drive? 25 surviving the wild, 20 pick rats. I like how I didn't wait for us to say yes. After years of bad business, the local zoo has finally run out of money to feed its animals. Bellies rumbling from days with no food, the animals make a plan to escape the zoo. Kind of a dark setup to a puzzle. As you're prying open the bars on the rest of the cages, all the animals attempt to find their way out of the maze-like walls of the zoo to the exit. Tap the picture of each animal you think made it safely out of the zoo, and then tap submit to answer. Just remember, an animal shows its true colors in the wild. I don't know what that's supposed to mean here, but I think you just gotta like trace every path going backwards, right? That's nothing. So that's up to the rabbit. It's down to the lion. I think that yeah, that's gotta be it, right? pretty sure. It's just a matter of tracing the maze backwards. Nope. Just kidding. I'm wrong.
Well, I suppose that's one possibility eliminated.
Is it, did I trace something wrong, or is it like the idea is that the lion's gonna eat the rabbits? Yeah, like those are the only two that can make it out. They say make it safely out of the zoo, so is it just the lion because it'll eat the rabbit? That's stupid, alright. Whoa.
Wonderful.
Whatever, it's not wonderful, Layton. Couldn't it just... First off, given that the pass, I think it would probably make it out first, and even if it didn't, couldn't it just like hide in its cage until the lion leaves and then leave? Sharp thinking. The only animal that'll escape to freedom is the lion. While both the rabbit and the lion will make it as far as the path to the exit. The second the lion spots the rabbit, he's guaranteed to eat it. Sure. Yeah, that's a big idea. Don't you know it's hard to pass time with puzzles when you solve them that fast? Alright. I guess that's gonna be today then. So next time, look forward to more of this. Saving the floor spot too, very thematic for today's episode. So yeah, these things will kind of just pace themselves, I guess. So I'm thinking probably tomorrow we'll have this whole section like done, but I don't remember for certain how long it takes. So we'll find that out together, but I'm expecting it to be tomorrow, right? Maybe we'll also find like one more piece of Tom's clothing. Maybe his shirt, I don't know. We'll find that out later. But for now, we'll call it here. And as always, thank you for watching.